Hey everyone, it's Tiana from the Maniology team here with our weekly live every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. You can find us here on another nail stamping journey. Whether it's a tutorial, technique, or hack, we're here to discuss the details and we're so happy you could join. So thank you so much for being here. If you're digging our live streams or you just love everything Halloween, right now is the season, definitely hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss out any of the content that we have for you. Or if you're joining us for the first time, you definitely have some videos to hit up. So join us, make sure you hit that subscribe button and be here every Tuesday. We got a pretty loaded video today, so I'm so excited you guys are here with me on the live. We've been getting a lot of questions about one particular manicure, and I'm so stoked to be doing this with you. But before I jump into that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated in our thumbs up challenge. We got a lot of submissions, so we're really excited to be going through all of that. And if by any chance you missed this this month's challenge, we will be having another one. So keep an eye out on your newsletter and to get details for the upcoming challenge in the next month. We hope you guys are enjoying that. If you have any suggestions for any type of challenges in the future, we'd love to hear from you. So make sure to write that in the comments. And again, loaded video. So let me just kick off by showing you the look that we're going to be doing today. I got so many questions about the box of night nail art that was used for like modeling the box, and I created a set of tips. These are actually the tips that were worn for that photo shoot. And let me just bring it up so you guys can see. I love the simplicity of just having the two colors here, that kind of gothy eeriness. That was definitely the look and the feel of this design. So if this is something that interests you, definitely stick around because we're going to be doing this, and I'm actually going to be showing you two different ways. Some of you who got our box of night this year, and if you're not aware, the box of night has been sold out, but many of you did pick it up. So I'm going to be showing you how to get this look. Also, where's the box? With these tips. So yes, slightly different. You can see, I'm trying to get that glare out of there so you guys can see. Slightly different base, but it still has that rich velvety look of this. And for those who did not get these tips, because this was exclusive to the box, that means we are not selling them online. I have another way for you to go ahead and do this. And that is actually how I achieved this look. So two different ways. This one will be a whole hell of a lot faster just because the base is already done for you. All you need to go ahead and do is stamp. But why not show both ways? So we're going to go ahead and complete this look doing two different methods. And I hope you guys stick around. And I won't lie, so actually I have the tips already kind of set up for you. And it's so funny, I was like, oh, I don't want to waste these tips. But you know what I did? I actually went through the box and I'm showcasing the tips that don't actually fit me. So I still have a set that is actually usable that I can use. So, and I feel like in the video, you can't really tell the difference. So that's what I did here. So I have the set that came in the box of night, which is this gorgeous kind of like cat eye velvety red. And I have this. So you can see, if you compare the difference, there is a difference in the base, but honestly, if you're wearing one or the other, I mean, nobody's going to question it, right? So this color base, I'm going to go ahead and paint it for you, is just using Evil Eye. Now, many of you might actually just have this, this color. Oh, this is so gorgeous. This color, it's like a candy apple red. And this is from the Darkest Night collection. This collection came out with 3 colors. It is so gorgeous. And oh, it's all over the place. The stickers have Cauldron and Poison. So we are just using this color, and of course our straight up black, very important. That is also going to be the star of the show. And a few other things if you're going to be doing this kind of nail art that I recommend. Any type of repeated nail art. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be using this stamper and scraper. I already told you guys in the previous video. Let me bring you guys in a little bit tighter. I already told you guys in the previous video, I am not using the Box of Night stamper. I don't trust myself to be using that. And it is way too gorgeous for me to be getting polish all over. So there's that. Repeated stamping. Another thing, get yourself, if you haven't already, a pineapple cotton grabber. So important and so nice when you're doing repeated stamping. You need to clean off a plate or like a section, and you're just constantly going to be cleaning the plate with acetone, and you don't want to mess up your manicure. This is so important. Such a really good tool to have. If, say, for instance, you don't have it, definitely go grab yourself like a tweezers or something that you don't mind getting a little messed up in the acetone process. And another thing too, to clean off your stamper, get a sticky stamper station. As you can see, this has been very loved. And actually, just thought of another idea, since now you guys are seeing my mess here. No shame in this game. I actually want to create another live. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of different colors. So it looks like I was testing, right? Or like swatching or doing something. I want to actually make another video for you guys about the way that I am choosing to organize my stamping polishes. I found a way. It's really cool. We won't get sidetracked because now I want to talk about it. So maybe I'll just save that for another live. I hope you guys will join me for that. Let me stew over that particular idea. But get yourself a sticky stamper station. This thing is such a really good tool. You can plan on it. You can write on this. This is just a piece of paper. Over here, you can see the word peel, and it's basically acts like kind of like a Post-it. So this is a sticky part and super convenient and an easy tool for when you need to clean off your stamper head from any of the excess polish that's sitting on the stamper head. So really good tool to have for today's look. So the plate that I used is, let's see, it was this one. Can you believe it? With that design, I actually only used one plate. Sometimes, again, simplicity is best, right? So this is M514. This was not the exclusive plate, which means that it is currently on the website for any of you who did not pick up the Box of Night. And this plate is really nice because it has a whole bunch of French designs and some really cute kind of spiders. But I use a lot of these designs here. And actually, I lied. I used 2 plates. Give me a second. Now I'm looking at the design. I'm like, I think I used another plate. I did use another plate, did I? Yep, I did. It was, it was this one. I lied. Okay, so I'm using 2 plates. But you don't have to worry. Again, this plate is currently on our website, so you can go ahead and pick this up if you didn't pick up the Box of Night. So this is M515. And there are just a lot of really cute elements here. I like the candelabra. I like the way that the spiders are hanging and stuff, and then also using these little creatures on the side. So really cool plates, and let's just get started. Before I start doing all that stamping, let's go ahead and swatch out the tip that I have here using Evil Eye. So I have a new desk that I'm working on, and so while I was swatching the other tips, can you believe I christened my brand new white desk with polish. It was just a little speck, and my impatient self instantly wanted to rub at it, but I thought to myself, oh no, probably better to let it dry, and then I can like pop off the dry paint, and that's exactly what I did. So here you go. Just swatch that out, and let's let that dry. So the technique is going to be the same. Right now, I'm just going to go let this dry. This is the original using the Evil Eye, but let's go ahead and use the nail tips here. And I just want to, it's so pretty. Look at that. Love the effect. And I think that, you know, with this red, it's just a hint lighter as well. And I feel like the, you know, the silvery kind of shimmers that sit in this color, this base, will help to make the designs kind of pop a little. So again, I just wanted to give two options. So the technique is also going to require a makeup wedge, and I'm just going to go ahead. For those at home, I do recommend you, when you're doing this on your own fingernails, you will be using some kind of cuticle protector tape. I don't care if it's Scotch tape, if you have our poly peel or our mani mask, definitely put something around each nail, because we're going to be doing kind of like a halo look, but yeah, so you will be getting black polish onto your skin. So I'm just going to kind of make, again, a halo effect. Let me kind of doing all of this stuff out of order. It's okay if it kind of dried a little bit, because you see I'm kind of leaving a pretty big halo. Over time, don't worry, it's going to get a little more polish in the center and stuff, but let's go ahead and kind of create, again, like a halo effect around the nail, and kind of dab it onto the nail. So you see how that's kind of creating a, again, that kind of soft halo effect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that's what I got so far. Okay. And using what I got, I'm gonna do the same thing here. If you prefer, kind of use just the sides to kind of create that halo effect too. I did do like a combination of both, just because, you know, everybody's nail is a different size. Yours might be smaller, this might be a better technique. So, you know, do the one that works best for you. So here, you can kind of see the difference. So when it starts getting a little faded, just go ahead and add some more black onto the surface. And actually, Here's another tip that you could do. Now that I realized that I actually had a piece, using the back of your sticky stamper station, just go ahead and blot out the excess. And I say that just because it will help with the opacity, you know. So if you're looking for something that's just dark on the edges and you want to see more red, then go ahead and blot out some of that black polish. I feel like it doesn't have to be perfect either, because it kind of gives it that gothy kind of look, but you just want black edges like that. And just because I'm going to add a little more black to this pointer finger. Oop. Another tip that you could do, honestly, if you want to take a little more time, is to actually just put black on the tip so you can kind of blot it around your nail. Because I know obviously doing this technique on tips versus my own nail would look very different, but you could kind of achieve the same thing too. So do the technique that works best for you. It's not like a one size fits all. This is just the way that I am doing it and that you can try. Especially for like these smaller nails, if you have smaller nails, you don't want to be putting on too much black on the edges. You want to make sure you can still see the red. So again, pick the technique that best works for you. And I love using the sponge. It just gives me more control. There you go. And we got one more, which is the pinky. Let me see if I can use up whatever black polish I have on here. Because why waste, right? Oops. We do say stamping is a messy process. Okay, so there you go. All of these are kind of tacky right now, but no mess, which is so nice in the sense of not having to paint on the base, and you can instantly just get started right onto your stamping. Love that. And no base coat, anything like that. Okay. So since I'm here, this is what this looks like. Now I'm gonna go ahead and come in and do this. This should be dry, and it is dry, okay. This is the set that has the evil eye. And we're just gonna continue doing this halo black around the nail. And I wanna encourage you, you know, if any of you are watching, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this and stuff like that. Again, the idea is to not be perfect. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is nail art. You do it however you want to. There's no handbook, you know? Just go for it. It's nail art. Do what makes you happy. Okay. So you see when you blot out the initial, actually, and I'll show you because you can see kind of like the effect, what happens, how opaque this one looks as opposed to this. So again, you do what works for you. It's not a one size fits all just because everybody's nail size is different. especially as the nails get smaller. I feel like doing the other technique is maybe a little bit easier to have the control to put the black wherever you want to on the nail. Your commitment is different. So while I'm doing this, how are you guys doing today? So into fall. What do you guys think? Have you guys been waiting? Are you missing summer? I don't think I hear anybody saying that they miss the heat, right? Right. I mean, not that it's not still very warm outside, depending on where you're at. But this has been long awaited for me. About this time, definitely, you know, this late into September, probably even in the beginning of September, I'm over summer, which is so funny to say because, you know, I grew up in Hawaii. So I think secretly I just longed for seasons. And, you know, Hawaii pretty much stays consistent. We have beautiful weather. I can't complain about that. But when I moved away and I went back home, I realized, oh my gosh, like I longed for just different seasons, changing up the wardrobe, wearing, you know, sweaters and getting all cozy and, you know, looking like I lived in a log cabin, but I didn't, you know, that whole feeling. Because in Hawaii, you don't really get that. It does snow though. We do get snow, but just not on the island where Maniology is located. Okay, so this is the last nail doing this technique. And there you go. Okay, so now moving on to the stamping. So let's see. So nice to have a template to work with. I mean, kind of nice. And then it would be nice if I just went loosey-goosey and just went ahead, but let's not. Like looking at this and I'm trying to figure out. It's like, T, which one did you use? See, and this is the problem too, when you start making up your own. And I know for a fact I did make up my own, meaning that I put my own stamps together. And you're like trying to match it up. And I cannot for the life of me look for this design. And I'm wondering if I used another plate. Dang, did I use another plate? Did I make this a lot more complicated than it needed to be? Chances are I could have. I definitely could have. But no, did I? Oh boy. Okay. So I think I found it. Kind of working with a new area and stuff, so I'm trying to see what way feels more comfortable to me. Okay, so I want to get that heart kind of in there. There you go. So whatever the stamp is, it just kind of blends into the black halo. But there's one stamp already done. And then the next, I'm gonna flip it over here. I think it is this design here. You want to catch the spider kind of hanging there. So there. And then the next one, okay, this one, I think I broke it down into 2 sections because I wanted to kind of space it out a little. So I am using this design and this design, but it's not gonna be, I'm gonna actually take apart both of these pieces. I'll show you. So let's do this piece right here. Shoot, I got a little bit. Oh, nice. I managed to take that off. Okay. So let's see. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's better. So there's that section. Now I'm going to take this part here and pick that up separately. And let's go ahead and isolate that. So I just kind of added a little bit more of a gap in between just because I wanted to see more of the red. So that's why I did it that way. Okay, so now we're going to come back to 515. And pick up this other. I love the way that the spider is just dangling from the chandelier or the candelabra. It's more about the feature of the spider. And lastly, where is the... Okay, I'm gonna kind of create my own frame here using this design. Okay, so now I'm going back to 5114. Sorry, 514, not 5114. We don't even have a plate like that. I'm just over here making up my own. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and make my own frame. So that's one. Like that. I'm gonna now repeat that on the top using that same design. So let's go ahead, and this is why I said using the cotton cloth, so much nicer to clean than having to mess up the nails that you are currently working on for your manicure. So now I'm going to do the top part. Try my best to match it up there. With designs that have like really extremely fine lines, you don't want to just like pop off the design just really quick. You see how I'm kind of pressing it in there, kind of like pushing it in and making sure it's hitting all of the edges so you don't get flyaways and so you don't have any of that polish kind of fly back onto your manicure. That can just ruin the look. Okay, so now I'm just going to be going back and forth between plates, so don't worry. I'm going to take this moth design and we're going to stamp that in the center of the pinky. Okay. Fine line design, small design. There you go. So to just pop and take off, kind of roll it and press it in there. There you go. So one set using the nail tips, the exclusive nail tips, is already done. Would I recommend this over the other one? Absolutely, just for sheer convenience. You know, this is something, if you're using the nail tips, you can just work on pre and then just go ahead and use the sticky tabs or the glue that it came with, and you have a quick, already done up manicure. All you have to do is go ahead and top it with your smudge-free top coat, or if you have a either way, you're going to use a smudge-free top coat if you want to have a shiny look. But if you want to do a matte, you would do a smudge-free top coat and then put a matte top coat. Make sure that each coat is completely dry because you don't want to put the matte top coat or whatever extra top coat you put on over to not be dried in between. So you can top it, and there you go. You have a look. Now, let's go ahead and do, this is the one that has the base coat Evil Eye. And let's see. The next design for the thumb, I use this. So let's do black. I feel like with the evil eye, you can really see the design. I thought for some reason that this design you would be able to see, but I guess when the light hits it just right, it's easier. It has like a brightness. It adds that kind of shine from the cat eye. But just right off the bat, this design, no matter how the light hits it, it's just easier to see. Again, just a matter of preference. Okay, so this next section, it's kind of skitolette, but some of the designs are the same, in the same order. Again, just change it up, just keep them guessing. So for the pointer, we're gonna go ahead. I said I love these spiders so much that I ended up using them twice, so. This is about the spider, so I want to make sure that that has the focal. And then it makes a debut on the nail. Don't want it to get into the black. We want it to be on the red there. Let's see, in the middle. You know what, actually, so I'm not like jumping around. I'm gonna go ahead and do the ring finger because that's the other design that I use. Coming in with the ring finger. Make sure to make the feature about the spider. And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to be jumping around. So for this middle finger, I used this design, but again, still kind of breaking it up the way that I did previously. I'm going to do the same concept here. So let's go ahead and grab this like lower crown area. And I'm just trying to make sure I get enough polish, but I don't have to do much isolating. I did that because unfortunately I missed the tip of this crown design, so kind of defeated the purpose of what it was that I was doing. It's okay, it's okay. Always more than one way to get it done. Okay. And now with the middle finger on the edge of the tip, let's go ahead and try and center that as much as possible and press that into the nail. There you go. Now again, I want to show more of that red background, so I am gonna kind of space it, make sure that gap is a little farther apart. And try and be mindful of that when I'm stamping. Okay, let's pick up and let's go ahead and isolate this bottom crown piece here as quickly as we can. The more I talk, the more the polish dries, making it harder. Okay, so now let's go ahead and stamp that down. And there you go. Okay. And now lastly, I am going to use, let's see. What did I do for this area? I'm going to use the same design here. Let's go ahead and clean that off for the pinky. Okay, I'm going to actually do something a little bit different, which is going to be isolating the skinny line, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay. Perfect pickup here. I'm just using the back of my scraper card. I'm just going to isolate that really thin line. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to for this design here. So don't take off any other polish or any part of the design, just that skinny line. Okay. And go ahead and stamp that onto the nail. Okay. I don't know. You see that little part? That's what I meant by flyaways, okay? So if you have something like that, you want to go ahead and press it down. Now we're going to do and repeat the same thing. Let's clean this off. Okay, and let's repeat that. Okay, so taking the edge of my scraper card, just find, if you can, that's the easiest way, is to just find and lift. See what I'm doing here? Okay, that would be the easiest way. Come back in with the pinky. Okay, and now we are going to stamp one of the little creatures, which is the snake. So coming back in lastly with M515, I'm going to pick up this little snake right here. You know, this is why I always say too, I love having little featurettes, little designs like this, because you can kind of take apart your own. Oh, that wasn't a very nice pickup. Let's do that again. You can make your own designs. So it allows you to be creative. You don't have to, you can take apart a design and kind of create it to be your own. I understand, you know, sometimes we just got to be in the mood. But we also have designs. If you want to just take the image as is, you can go ahead and do that as well. Much better pickup. Okay. There you go. And let's see. I wanted... And there you go. That finishes up the design. Let's clean this up over here and I will showcase for you what the look looks like. Because we don't want to be looking at all this, right? Cap your polishes, do as I say, not as I do, because that would be so key to just go, oh yeah. Trust, it's happened. I'm actually wearing my apron. Yeah, trying to get into the habit of actually using these things because I should, because they're there, because they're helpful tools. And because sometimes it doesn't feel good to only just live on the edge, you know? I'm sure you guys would, maybe after this, I'll give you guys a treat and we can clean the plates together, because Lord knows this plate would just go right back into the plate organizer. Why? It just happens that way. So here you go. That is the design. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. Okay, A or B? The nail tips that came in the box of night, or doing it where you paint on evil eye? Let me know in the comments. Do you have a preference? It's kind of teeter-totter, this design. This has a lot of cute, like, little Easter eggs. If you go ahead and kind of, I feel like somebody would have to roll up real close or catch it in just the perfect light to see all of these designs, which is awesome. It looks beautiful. And I normally don't use red, but I think I might be using red. I don't know, we'll see. I need to do my nails. I need to do my birthday nails. So let's see. And here is using evil eye as your base. So I don't know, let me know. I think either one, super, super beautiful. This one, I think right off the bat, it's easier to kind of see that there is a design. This one kind of like has a more, what is it, demure? A little more hidden effect, but I like both. I definitely like both. The top coat option is really up to you. I think if you're using the tips, go shiny, just because it's meant for shiny, right? For this, I did matte. So if you guys want to see up close, that's what the matte looks like. There's a lot of work going on in this area, so thank you for bearing with me, guys. I just figured I'd be quiet for a little bit while the truck was just going past the house. So here you go. So now you have options. You have so many options. You just got to pick one. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the process of how to create these nails. Now you can go ahead and create them for yourself and wear them for Halloween. I'm so excited. Please go ahead and share them with us on social media, Instagram. We'd love to see them. I wish we had a better sharing option on, YouTube, but that's okay. Share it with us. I would love to see what you guys create. Email me. I mean, again, we'd love to see them. And I think that's going to, I promise, okay, even though I'm not going to clean it on camera, I promise to clean these plates and put them correctly back into the nail plate organizer. And I'm simply going to do it because my nail plate organizer is completely brand new. And I'm like, why would you want to put this plate back in? So I won't be lazy. I will go ahead and do it correctly. But that is pretty much going to sign us off for today's live. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Again, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed today's video and you'll enjoy other videos that we come out with that's inspiring, funny, entertaining, educational, all of the above, and just catching Dev and I in our real. Sometimes we have great snapping days, like today was wonderful, and sometimes it's just not like that. So, if you love us here at Maniology, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe so you can join us every Tuesday. And we enjoyed being here with you guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next live. Take care. Be kind, people.